No, I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Okay, now. Okay, now.
Okay, dinosaurs don't make sense, and here's why. Okay, velociraptors in Jurassic Park. Okay, what do those look like? Emus. I have an emu in my front lawn. They look the same. Who knows what dinosaurs sound like? No one knows what dinosaurs sounded like. We just took this weird arrangement of bones that could have literally been anything, and we said, yes, let's put a fake skin on this, call it a dinosaur, and then we're gonna say that it goes rar and it eats plants or eats meat. We don't know what it did. And here's my other point, okay? How on earth did we go from single-celled organisms to something that was completely complex, far greater than ourselves. And then an asteroid hits. Supposedly everything died, but yet single celled organisms came back. If an asteroid hit Earth, everything that killed all the dinosaurs, everything would have been dead. So then we crawled out of the ocean, or we apes or something like that, and then we became so simplistic. Dinosaurs don't make sense because I could take random chicken bones and make a little mini alligator out of them. What do we know what dinosaurs looked like? Don't.
Dude.
Ugh. Like, I mean, just drive by my house and look at that emu. If you say that she don't look like a velociraptor, you're lying.
Like, literally. Watch this video be taken down on YouTube.
Pretty much. Like,
Dude, if this video gets taken down on YouTube, we know too much.
I mean, like, I went over to my dad's the other day and I said to him, I looked at our emu and I look at him and I go, man, she looks like a velociraptor with feathers.
Dead ass. Like, dinosaurs
He
just
goes,
don't make sense.
he goes, yeah, you're right. Dinosaurs didn't make sense because in the small time that they were on our planet, compared to the history of the Earth, they went from single-celled organisms to way more complex than ourselves. Like, huge megalodons. Okay, like I believe in them things. They are definitely in the Mariana Trench. Like,
Definitely
okay,
still alive. There's no way in hell that they're exist. Like, they're extinct. There's no way in hell.
just doesn't make sense because that's like I don't remember what it's called, but there was this. Okay, I'm gonna look it up. There's this thing that my history teacher showed me, and it was
Was it lenient?
if you no, it was K.
No. Fucking K is kooky as hell.
Okay, but like his stuff makes sense.
It does.
If you were to take, I'm not gonna look it up. I'm just gonna sum it up. If you take people and you put them in a cave their entire lives, and you put a fire behind them, and you only let them see what is reflected on cave wall, and you were to take a dog and walk a dog across the fire and tell it was a lizard, and then one of them people escapes into the real world and sees a dog and says it's a lizard, and everyone tells them that they're wrong, that person is going to go back to their cave and say, oh yeah, that's not actually a lizard, that's dog. And everyone's going to think they're crazy. This is how conspiracy theories happen. That's how they work. That's how this works. Like, one person looks at a picture of a dog and says that's a lizard, and then everyone's like, yes, that's a lizard, and then everyone else who's not in that society says, no, you're wrong, that's actually a dog, and then everyone's gonna think you're crazy. And this is how it works with conspiracy theories and crazy people.
Just because they think differently doesn't make them completely different. Like,
my whole point is that you look at this weird arrangement of bones in the ground that you dug up. A couple of them are probably shuffled around from stuff stepping in that, and debris and trees falling down, and you put a 3D scale model around it and say, yes, we're gonna call this a dinosaur, and we're gonna put a fake skin on it and say that that's what it looked like. It didn't have feathers, it had skin. This didn't have skin, it had feathers. This thing was in the water, and this thing's a frog. It doesn't make sense.
it's just. And also, okay, something that I think is absolutely, like, mind blowing is the fact that scientists will, like, instead of, like, curing things, okay, like diseases and shit like that, they're like, no.
Create them.
Yeah, they're like, no, I'm gonna go ahead and bring back an animal that is 2 times the size as any human, or even 3 times the size as any humans on planet Earth, that also eats meat, and be okay with it.
Yeah. I mean, we already have, like, what is it, 5 movies we're up to? 4 or 5 movies?
I'm
We
talking
already
to
know,
Rachel. Sorry.
you know, at Harvard, where they're trying to recreate dinosaurs and weaponize them for the military, we already have 4 movies that prove that this is a bad idea.
Yeah, it's a pretty shitty idea.
I mean, like, it'd be pretty cool,
Okay,
but at the
listen,
same
okay.
time, you're just gonna do global genocide on a new level.
Let me just say this, okay? Let me just say this right now, okay? So, you know how I don't know if they know how karma works, or like
Mhm.
what's it called? Where like the repeat in history happens. A
Yeah,
loophole,
yeah.
a loophole.
Mhm.
That's exactly what's gonna happen. If we bring back dinosaurs, the same shit's gonna happen, but it's gonna wipe out an entire Earth and population of we're just all gonna be gone because we brought them back.
Yes.
It's
No,
gonna the
that's the
same
other thing.
shit's gonna happen.
That's the other thing, people have been saying for years that we are destroying our planet. We are not doing anything to, like, okay, yes. I do understand that we are polluting our planet and it's a terrible thing. But think about this, okay? George Carlin, he was a amazing comedian, and he explained this in his act. He said that we are not destroying our planet is destroying us, because when Earth recognized that people were harming the planet and harming each other, it thought of a way to stop people from overpopulating.
Yeah.
Took this disease and it said, we need to stop the people making more people. So let's make a disease. It is transmitted through sex. Then they'll stop having babies.
That didn't work because
Didn't work.
we made it to where we have cures for that. So the Earth is
The
like,
Black Plague,
let's
you know,
try again.
you know, the Earth doesn't give up. The Earth will screw us in the long run. It will kill us, because it is finding ways like the Black Plague. You can't tell me that was from no rat. That was
No.
the Earth saying we need to get rid of these sick things,
The
kill
virus,
them off. We don't need these.
the virus that we currently have going on.
It wasn't made it okay, like, yeah, it was probably made in a lab. The Earth probably said, we need them to stop populating. We need them to stop going out so that we can heal the atmosphere.
And
And they're killing
actually, okay,
plants. Uh,
due to research, it actually is helping and curing the planet because we're not outside as much.
No, we're not using our cars as much. That's why the atmosphere is getting healthier.
Yeah. But
Oh,
still, like,
if if everyone were to go inside for a month and not use cars, like, yeah, okay, use a bicycle, a scooter, skateboard, walk, whatever. If we stopped using cars for a month, we were to step outside and just take a deep breath in, it would be a completely different experience than anyone's ever experienced.
yeah, because, like, we're just so used
Because
to
the Earth can't
everything.
heal itself.
Yeah, the Earth can heal itself. All we have to do is let it.
And we're not.
Because humans essentially are too goddamn selfish to do that.
That's exactly.
Okay,
You
okay,
know,
so the thing I'm about to say may or may not, okay, be a debate on YouTube, okay? I don't
what
care
was it?
what people say in my comments, but aliens, they exist.
Yes. There's no proof that they don't.
Okay,
And if there is, then it'd be an Area 51, which I don't even think Area 51 has aliens. I think it's got weapons.
I think it's got weapons as well, okay? There is no way, okay, that the entire universe, okay, there's galaxies on galaxies on galaxies and planets and
Hmm.
planets and planets
Yeah.
everywhere. There is no way that humans and people on Earth are the only things out there. Like,
Yes. Because then that also raises the question, how did we get here? Okay, I respect anyone's beliefs on how we got here. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just don't think that a god or deity, whatever, said, yes, we're going to put people here. I think that we evolved from tiny single cell organisms that were put here as an experiment by
By
someone
aliens.
else.
Like, there's even sightings all over the place. Like, whenever someone would see those sightings way back when, they'd be considered crazy. But now, they're considered completely normal people. Because people started opening their eyes and seeing, we're not the only ones out there.
Hmm?
And the people who say that we are stupid. Because there's
Yeah.
no way that a population that essentially ruined everything for themselves are the only things out there.
I mean, like, and one thing that I kind of use to back up my whole Area 51 theory that it's not aliens, it's actually weapons, is because microwaves were made. Well, not microwaves itself, but the concept behind microwaves was created by the military to be weaponized. And then they saw that they could change it and use it for consumption and, everything was started by a military invention or an invention that someone made and the military silenced, well, not the military but the governments silenced that person to to take that invention to stop us from evolving as people.
And
it's
thinking differently, because when it comes down to it, once people find out that there's more out there than what they think, they're gonna be curious.
You have you ever noticed how only governments have been able to get into space? What is to stop a person, a millionaire, Elon Musk?
Fucking
You know,
Elon
he
Musk.
wants to go to Mars. What's
Dude,
stopping the average person from doing it? The
no,
government
no, no,
says no,
listen,
you can't
listen,
do that.
listen, okay? Elon Musk himself even said, I know there's more out there.
Yes,
The man himself said, I know there's more out there.
yes.
People may not believe me, people might think I'm crazy, but there is more out there.
There's gotta be. You know,
Like, he even tweeted it on Twitter, stating,
mhm.
no matter what other people think, I have my own opinion, and I know for a damn fact that there is more out there.
I mean, like mermaids and sirens, for example. We have ancient drawings and paintings of people that look like mermaids and dragons, especially dragons. I'm a big believer in dragons. Um, yes, I understand that people have imaginations,
But not
but
that detailed.
not that deep as to where you're gonna say, yes, this lizard with wings that
What?
could destroy me with a flick of a finger.
Hold
Um,
up, Rachel, Rachel, Rachel. I'll be right back, okay?
yeah. I love our little rants.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. I like
So,
mermaids and stuff, and sirens and dragons. I completely believe in that because yes, like the human imagination is endless, but
like,
if
who
you were
would
to
put
just look
that
at it,
much detail into things?
yeah, like they're so detailed.
And, okay, hear me out, okay? I've done research on research, okay, of
Yeah.
things that, like, theories that people have, and, like,
Mhm.
a theory states that there used to be giants, like, huge people walking this planet.
See, that's where I kind of agree with the people that think that Attack on Titan because giant people, what looks like giant people, titans. Who
Okay.
used to be cannibals on this place? Humans. In Attack on Titan, humans were cannibals. That's
True.
where I'm kind of like, well,
See, the thing about it is, it like that theory itself, like that there was giant people walking, like it has like it's like there it has its limits to where like what the
yeah,
thought behind it could be, but like there's even proof in some people that we have today, like around today.
freaking Hunter Headlock.
Okay,
Guy's a
well,
freaking giant and he's still growing.
yeah, but like,
Like, basketball players are a total different breed, dude. Like,
yeah,
dude, you can't tell me that being 8 feet tall is normal.
there's no way in hell. And then their family members are like tiny.
Yeah.
But there's even, okay, scientists have even, okay, so this is another thing that proves that the government is hiding so much from humans. Like, so much from the public, okay? There is pictures on pictures of bones that are in the structure of giant people, like huge people.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what the hell? Like, every time I see them, I'm just like so shocked by it. Like, I think that's why,
Like,
because like if people were to actually see what these look like, they would just be like so confused, and they would
yeah.
want more detail to it. And the
Everyone
fact,
would want answers and then we would tear ourselves apart.
yeah, because for some reason humans are overly curious. They're always wanting to know more.
Well,
But
that's because our governments don't tell us enough.
yeah, which is insane.
We're always looking for answers because we're not told anything.
And in history class, okay, history, okay, love it to death. I love history class so much. But
Very
do you know
biased.
how much? Do you know how much schools hide from their students?
Oh boy. I know. There's a lot.
Bet you didn't know that Benjamin Franklin actually had AIDS
Really?
because of how much women he slept with during his time in Europe.
Mm. And was a pimp.
Okay, well let's
Benjamin, catch up!
dude. Okay, we're trying to be serious here, okay? But Benjamin Franklin had yeah, and half of our presidents, even though they were married, it was married for like the views in the public. But half of them were actually gay.
Oh,
Bet you didn't know that.
no. Oh, one other thing that kind of confuses me. Oh, the Constitution and the
Is bullshit.
Declaration of Independence, it all says, everyone is born equal. You know, George Washington owned slaves.
Yeah. If everyone's born equal, then why did women have
Then why
less
did we have
rights?
slavery and
Like, it makes no sense. Like, absolutely zero sense.
people are stupid. We're simple-minded. We're trying to become greater than we are, and it's not working.
It's really not. This is gonna be hell of a thing to edit, but you know, it's fine. And
Just
listen,
just
okay,
do it raw. Everyone needs to see my insane brain unwinding here.
okay, listen. If it gets taken down off of YouTube, then we know something. Then one of the theories were right. Then it's gonna be hell of a minefield to guess which one it was.
Yeah.
Just
True.
like, it
Yeah,
just gets an email from YouTube. Everything in your video was illegal to be said. Just like, shit.
everything in your video was stupid. Y'all need to stop doing them shrooms. Got
No.
jokes on you. I'm clean. Never done anything. I'm a good kid. I don't do drugs and alcohol, unlike some people.
Don't you fucking talk shit about me.
I'm not like some people.
Just like,
oh, my controller died. I'll be right back.
just like, what? No, don't leave. I was. But I don't give a damn what people have to say. It's a personal opinion, and I personally think that everything we're told in school and by the government is bullshit. Just saying, it's complete and total bullshit. Considering the fact that half of our presidents were actually gay. Just saying, half of our presidents
Okay, I'm
were
back.
actually gay. You know, I'm getting judged so hard right now
Why?
for saying that half of our presidents were actually gay.
Well, I mean, it's a long shot, but if you have proof.
Yeah, like it literally says in history books that half of them were gay. Like if you find like don't go to school to school libraries because it's not going to be there. Because that'd be essentially just ruining the whole point of them hiding it from you. If you go to libraries and like history museums, okay, like the big ones in like New York City and shit, go to those
Yeah.
and go look at the books that they have there and read them. It even says that half of our presidents were really were actually gay. I'm not even kidding. It actually says that.
Like one thing that I'm really it probably won't happen in our lifetime, but probably a couple generations down the road, getting to the bottom of the ocean.
They're gonna find so much shit there.
We're getting something to the bottom of the ocean.
Something at least.
Oh, heck, put a freaking camera on a cement block and drop it and wait a couple months.
Like, we have the technology to do it. Like, what's stopping us?
Now, there's the issue with water pressure and having enough time to get down there and potential monsters that will eat us if we go down there.
Rachel?
Plus, I mean, like, there's the whole issue with who owns ocean and territories and...
Rachel? We have people who went to Mars and came back.
Allegedly.
Elon Musk put people and had brought them to Mars, and they came back without a scratch on them.
Allegedly.
You know, you're not helping me.
This is my whole thing. Humans need to question everything. This is a big thing that my dad says all the time. Sorry, I'm starting to stutter because I'm getting excited here. Oh, question everything. Don't laugh at me.
I'm sorry.
I can't talk normally anyways. I get excited about something and I can't talk. Hey baby, come here. Cat just said screw up.
Rip.
No. My dad is saying it all the time. Question everything.
Because nothing
Everything
makes
and
sense.
anything. Even if it makes sense.
Nothing makes sense, dude.
Exactly. Okay. Domestic animals make sense to me. How can you take wolves that evolved into these stupid dogs like my beagle?
Dude, that motherfucker is stupider than all hell.
No! It's that blue eye, but domestic animals it doesn't make sense.
Like, us in the past just went up to a thing that could bite our face off and just went, "Ooh, yes, this looks cool. Let me tame it and keep it as a pet." Like,
these vicious canines that could munch our faces off as soon as they look at us. They look at us and they're just like, "Yo, where are the treats at? I'm out of water."
That makes
Someone attacks you, I'll bite their face off.
like
oh.
that's where you start to question shit. And
Yeah.
I think it's funny, okay. So I've seen thousands of things about this. But when you get high, like you start to theorize about almost everything.
Yeah. Yeah, that whole theory that drugs is actually how you see the real world and they're making drugs illegal because then that's how you see the real world.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not too sure about that one. That one's a bit of a long shot in my opinion.
But like it makes sense, honestly. Honestly, when you think about it, it makes it makes total and absolute sense.
I mean, it makes sense, but like, eh, that I don't know. I've thought about that one. I think it's just a bit of a long shot.
I don't at all.
Mm.
I know you may think, oh yeah, because you're you, but like,
No, no, no.
still,
Like I understand how it makes sense. It's just I don't know. I just think it's a bit of a long shot.
yeah, it's a long shot, but like,
Lot of food.
everything's a long shot when it comes down to it.
Hmm.
Are you out of food? You need more food?
Nope. Come here. Oh, good girl. I don't like cats. Just everything doesn't make sense. Why I don't
Listen,
talk
okay.
about this stuff, because eventually I'm just like, you know what? Why did we look at this thing that we put on the end of our body and call it a shoe?
That's a, you know what, motherfucker?
And I've been thinking about this since I was like 5. I mean, like I one
You're a
time I remember
weird-ass child.
I remember this one time I went up to my mom and I said, "Hey mom, why do we call shoes shoes?" And she goes, "Well, I don't know. Ask your dad." And I look at my dad and I'm like, "Dad, why did we put these things on our feet and call them shoes? Why are those even called feet? Why do words make sense?" And he's like, "Shut up. You're
Why?
thinking about."
Okay, listen, okay. Why did, okay, humans, okay, essentially just go, yes, this is a female and this is a male, and it's gonna stay that way. Why did
I
we?
mean, like,
I just found a cross in Minecraft.
there, go back. Actually, never mind. It'll probably hop up in a minute because the stream's a couple minutes behind. I see it. Yep. I mean, it's I've questioned everything constantly, and nothing makes sense because I question everything.
I know how I'm gonna end this video. I know I'm going to.
But
I'm gonna essentially go build up and then land in the middle of the cross, and then the video's gonna end.
nice.
But like not yet, because we're still theorizing. But
Like that. It's just nothing makes sense when you think about it, and that's the big flaw with humans. Because we look for answers constantly, and we know that we're not going to get any answers, but we still theorize about what's going to happen, and then we just get disappointed in the long run because we find out something's not how we thought it was.
yeah, it's just so concerning the fact that people are so blind about certain things. Like, my brain
I
hurts
mean,
now.
there are graves with fences around them, metal fences, so that you can't get into them. Because people thought that zombies were going to be a thing in medieval era.
Yeah.
They took people and they buried them. They put cement on their graves. They put cement over the grass. And then they put a metal cage around it and said, "Them zombies ain't going to get us." What did those people know that we don't?
That's a. That. You know what, motherfucker? That.
And this is exactly why I don't talk to people about my theories, because then I just start sounding crazy.
No, no, you don't sound crazy.
Starts making sense. That's the sad part.
What the fuck?
There was I don't know if there still is, but quite a while ago, a couple months ago, they were talking about the Black Plague being around again.
Fuck.
Now answer me this: what idiot decided to dig up a grave that was from a Black Plague burial site and say, "Yes, I'm gonna dig this up because there were dead people here"? that had a plague that nearly wiped out Europe.
What? Come here. Are you gonna come theorize with me? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I need fan art of Electra with a Theorize hat on. Oh, I need that.
It's the question mark from Mystery Shack.
Yes, dude, that'd be sick. Oh, that'd be so
That'd be
cute.
so cute. Oh god, that'd be so cute.
Someone,
He's already
please,
cute.
someone, please make Electra like that. Oh my god.
It's already so cute as it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Girl. You know, I mean, like, I don't really I honestly, even though I love it, I try to not theorize. Because eventually I'm just like, yeah, I sound crazy, and then I'm like, no,
No, no,
that
you
makes
don't.
perfect sense. I'm just like, no, I got a point. No. It's back to that question everything. No, that's what really screwed me over in the long run, because I question everything. Everything. I mean, like, I see something simple, like, you know, just something extremely simple, like a floor. And I'm just like, you know, who took thread and put it together and then threw it on the floor and said, yes, we're going to call that a carpet? Or who looked at blueberries and mashed them up and found that they turned their hands blue and purple and said, yes, we're going to call this blue dye. And then they took different colors and put them together and said, yes, that's magenta. And it,
That's it. I just,
I question everything, and then it makes sense.
but like, the real question is, why does it make sense, and why don't we have answers to it?
Exactly. Like looking at a shoe. Back to that shoe thing. Like, you know, it's just, oh my god.
It just fucking
You know,
hurts
it
my
makes
brain.
sense, but it shouldn't.
It should not make sense.
It shouldn't make sense, but it does. And people can prove why it makes sense. And I will still question it. Because to me, it doesn't make sense. Like glasses, right? Glasses are a wonder because I'm blind as a bat. Who took sand and heated it up into glass, put metal, wooden, plastic, I don't know, some kind of frame around it, held it up to their eye, and said, huh, I can see. And then made that into a science, a profession.
And also, how the fuck did we find out that cows had milk?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that one kind of makes sense because if you think about it, like, you know, you see cow, their calf, drinking out of its udders, and you say, I wonder if I could do that. I mean, like,
Hmm.
we already do it, women that breastfeed their babies, you know, it's basically the same thing. I just wanted to look
Also,
something up
another thing that
and
I've
that
always wondered throughout my entire life, what did they use beforehand for women when they got their period?
oh boy, look that one up on YouTube. It's oh boy.
I mean, like, way, way back. Way
Yeah,
back
yeah,
in
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
caveman shit, dude. Because we know for a
True.
fact
Like,
that
yeah,
was a
like,
thing then.
yeah, because like ancient Egypt, we know, but like cavemen, dude, loincloths.
Like, it just
So, who thought of
hurts
the
my
name loincloth?
Yeah, look that up for me real quick.
You know, who looked at this leaf that was hanging in front of their junk on a bush and said, I'm going to skin an animal and put it around my waist and call it a loincloth.
Yeah. Wouldn't we all? Honestly, wouldn't we all?
really nothing makes sense. And that's the scariest part because everything makes sense if you think about it long enough. And that's why the government likes to silence people. But they say they don't, but there's proof that it happens.
My brain hurts now.
Oh man, my brain is very happy right now.
The fact that I wanted to theorize with you is making you happy, huh?
Actually, yeah, because I don't get to theorize with anyone because I tell my mom, like, yo, mom, people didn't make the pyramids. Aliens did. And she's like, you talk to your father too much.
Well, yeah,
I'm
she's
like,
not
it makes
wrong.
sense. And she's like, how does it make sense? And I'm like, because
It just fucking
it
does.
does.
Well, I think we have one brain that's connected. Honestly, me and you.
It all ties into that meme from the History Channel of the guy with the crazy hair going, aliens. Honestly, like, nothing makes sense, but everything makes sense, and it. Ah.
It's just pain.
I wish that theorizing was an actual job because I would be a millionaire right now and I wouldn't have to go to college for nothing.
Fucking game theory be like, actually,
I wish that I could join the game theory team or just the theory team in general
or
because
just
I
like
love
sit
doing
down,
that stuff.
or just like sit down with Matt for like half an hour and just talk to him about it.
Honestly, yeah, like I would love to hear his thoughts on everything.
Cause like he
Like
theorizes about
unedited,
everything.
you know, get that man drunk and just listen to him go on and on. Like me, but I love doing this stuff, and it's just
It's just so interesting to think about the fact that they've silenced so many people for stating just facts.
yeah. Like one other thing that I've really questioned: who in their right mind took a pig's skin, wrapped it up, and said, "Yes, football.
Let's just throw this around real quick.
Let's throw this around and hit children with it. Dodgeball."
I think that's just coming from us nerds who have been tortured and hit by on purpose in dodgeball.
Okay, so something really sad. I saw this video the other day, and it said, "Close your eyes and write in the comments what you see when you hear the sound." And it was just the sound of a four square ball hitting the ground, toing. I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
laughed
yeah.
because I all I saw in my head was spontaneously a million different people that I've seen get hit smack dab in the face with them things.
Because, dude, they used to have us play that during lunch.
Freaking hurt. It's just like violins, right? Or just guitars, really. Who or just, banjos, stringed instruments, honestly. Who took like some random part of an animal, I think it was like the intestines, and they stretched it out far enough, and they put it on a piece of wood and spun it around it a little bit. It made a sound and said, music. Ah. Here's one. TVs don't make sense.
Look at stream.
Yeah.
Did you see what I typed? This is just gonna... Oh my fucking god. It's hurting my brain so much right now. So how's the college applications coming?
Oh, I've already been accepted into Finger Lakes.
Really?
Yeah, oh dude, I was accepted into Finger Lakes months ago.
You didn't
Right
tell me.
now I have to write essays, just a couple, so that I can do the general application for financial aid for them. Then they'll put me into like every scholarship that they have.
Why didn't you tell me?
I don't know. I mean, like, I've been working on them for like a month, but one of them, I just used the one that I showed you for my English class about band. It was like, tell me your accomplishments and stuff. So I'm like, okay, whatever. This is a pretty good one. Then the other one's like, why or how would a scholarship help you achieve your educational goals? And then the other one was like, what are your educational goals after high school? And
But like
so I pretty much have to write the same essay 3 times.
that would have been really important to tell me, because like
Ah, it's fine. Honestly, I haven't been working on them that much because I've got so much freaking schoolwork and all my classes. They're just
I haven't been doing anything in
I know.
school.
My teachers are packing it on. I have no time to get it done. That's why I'm so happy that we're almost done. Like 3 months left.
Yeah, I'm not quite happy about that actually.
I'm very happy because I'm sick of APW. You know, and I told my mom that the other day. I said that I was so sick of our school. I don't like our school, and she's like, you know, when we were first moving, I told you that we could have moved out of the school district, and you said no. I go, yeah, I said no because I thought that everyone I talked to at the time were my friends, and everyone just kind of said screw you, and now I only have Haley. And she's
And
like, well, you know,
because of her, that's
you'd probably have more friends. And I'm like, yeah, but if we had moved to a different school when I was in 4th grade, I wouldn't have met Haley.
and because of her, that's even barely a thing.
Now, it's the pandemic, really. Like I told my mom the other day. I've told her a bunch of times. If the pandemic weren't a thing, I would have arranged. I already had plans to do it actually when we moved over here, in August when we were thinking about this. You know, I had plans for our parents to meet up because my mom's policy is that I can't see my friends like when I'm not with her. Like I can't go to a friend's house unless she is okay with their parents. So like she has to sit down and meet them, which is pretty typical, you know. Um she's just really overprotective, but she has a good reason to be overprotective. You know,
'Cause
like
you're
I had a
adopted.
plan. Yeah, well, there's other stuff to it. We're on stream, so I won't really mention it.
Yeah, we can talk
know-
about it after.
You know, like she has a very good reason to not trust anybody, and I completely understand. I don't really trust anyone. There's a select few people. You know, I already had it planned so that, you know, we would meet up somewhere and our parents could talk.
Oh, chat,
My
just
mom,
so you know, me and Rachel are friends in real life.
yeah. We go
Like,
to the
we
same
know,
school.
yeah, we go to the same school. We know who we are.
You know,
we know who we are.
we know who we are.
We
You
know a little
like,
bit too much about each other, honestly.
Yeah, a little bit. You know, like, but I had plans to see if we could all meet up somewhere so that our parents could talk over some nice coffee, tea, whatever y'all want. And then I told my mom, I says, and then after that, I had plans to be biking down to Haley's house every weekend. Because you only live 2 minutes away from my house. Maybe
Yeah.
6, 7 minutes on a bike.
Maybe.
Like, well, I mean, like, I can bike a
I know for
mile
a
in
damn
7
fact
minutes.
your mom does not like me.
No, I don't know.
I do.
Okay, I'll put it like this. Mom doesn't like a lot of people my age. My mom grew up in a different time where, like, example, you know, we're talking with, we're playing video games.
Yeah.
Video games weren't a thing when my mom was her age. There was this thing called Pong,
Pong?
and I love Pong.
What the fuck is Pong?
Don't know what Pong is?
What the fuck is that?
Dude, okay, so TVs, you used to have this little feature on them. I don't really know if it was no, I think it was in the Atari. And Pong was basically you had two little. Okay, have you seen Wally?
Yes.
The game that Wally plays with the little bars on the side of the screen and the little ball that goes across the screen.
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
Pong.
I'm an idiot sometimes. It's
Pong.
fine.
That's the extent of video games when my mom was our age. So, like, when I was talking to my mom a while ago, and she said that I don't go outside enough. I'm like, okay, why would I go outside? And she's like, because it's healthy for you. Because when I was your age, my mom told me and my brother John that as soon as we got up and once we watched our 3 Sunday cartoons, we had to go outside and entertain ourselves. You had a stick and you went biking on the lawn or something. You did something. You broke some glass with a dodgeball. You did something. You didn't sit inside unless it was raining. And I'm like, okay, fair enough. I go outside and I come back in like an hour later, and it was quite a while ago. I'm like, okay, I came inside and I'm just dying because of my allergies. And I'm like, pollen's not a nice thing. It's really hard with my mom because she grew up in a different generation. Completely different time period.
Fuck.
My dad especially. My dad is 11 years older than my mom.
So guess who died?
Oh.
Well,
Oh,
I'll
wait.
just make a creative map and then do the thing.
Right now, like 5 seconds ago, you died on stream. My end.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a lag.
A bit. Wait, 5 seconds
I don't know.
before I said that?
Like pretty much like as soon as you said guess who died on stream, and then I said, oh, that's like when you died. Like
Yeah.
right as you said that you were gonna make a creative world, you died. You know, I don't know. It's really hard with my parents because they're from a different time period. I don't have the typical kids my age. They got parents in their 30s. No, my mom's almost 60 and my dad's almost 70.
Yeah.
It's difficult. You wouldn't want to see my grandma. Holy crap. God. My grandma likes everything just so. I'm the complete opposite of her. I walk in with my muddy boots, pick them off at the door, and she's like, "Oh, thank you. I was so afraid that you were gonna come in the house with those." And I'm like, "Grandma, I was just out back in the field. Of course, I'm not gonna come in with crappy boots. Like, brother does, and she hates it." Our generation is gonna be screwed in the long run because we grew up. A lot of kids in our generation think that they have these privileges that they don't have, and they think that they have these rights that they don't have.
What's a block that has a W on its name?
Block with a W in its name, wool.
Oh, white wool. Okay, yeah. So
Wool.
I'm gonna make like a message.
Hmm.
Don't worry. You'll see.
I don't know, dude. Big lesson is don't trust anything.
Yeah.
don't believe in everything. Everything you believe.
Hold on, I'm about to text you something. Don't say it out
Idea
loud. Don't
behind
say it
Santa
out loud.
Claus was made by rich people. Okay. You know, the concept of Santa Claus was made by rich people. Sorry, any 9-year-olds who heard that.
Santa's
Sorry.
not real. Y'all are being lied to by your parents. Tooth Fairy's not real. It's just your poor ass parents giving you a quarter to shut your stupid ass up.
Dude, okay, so like I was watching TikToks the other day, and I saw a whole new level of the tying your tooth to the doorknob and then slamming the door shut. Dude, this person took a good like a good quality dart gun. They tied their tooth to the dart, put the dart in the dart gun, and then fired the dart gun. I was like, See, back in my day, there's this thing called you had to tie your tooth, and then you just slam the door.
Did you see it?
Yeah. Dude, I have I just made a wooden shovel. I don't like wooden shovels. I need to stop making shovels. Oops. Uh, uh, I I have this picture from when I was like 8 or 9 of me in my excuse me, of me at the mall with this guy in a Easter bunny. And now that I think about it, that guy was terrifying, and I just kind of went with it. I still have the picture. It haunts me because it was terrifying. It was terrifying. Hmm. Hmm.
There's nothing that with the name that starts with an S. That's a U. That's bullshit.
There's not what?
An item block that starts with a U. That's stupid.
With a U?
Yeah.
Um, excuse me. Um, is there really? Hang on, I'm looking this up. List of all items in alphabetical order. E is for dogs. Oh, that's a scary dog. Ultra hardcore guy. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Unbreaking. There's the potion of unbreaking.
But it's a P.
Yeah, I know, but it's close enough. Oh. Oh.
Q. Q. U. E.
Okay. Almost done leveling this off so I can make my house.
Oh my god, hold up.
Oh. I'm dying.
Why? Can you do the gas pedal? I can do the gas pedal.
Be right back.
Okay, I'm back. Rachel? Oh.
He told my sister from there she weed.